Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of New Product Innovation. I'm Saif Abdelghani, Product Innovation Expert, podcaster, and PDMA Egypt Chapter Leader. Welcome back to the Product Innovation Podcast, the go-to resource for product managers seeking insights, trends, and best practices in the world of product management. In today's episode, we'll explore portfolio management in product innovation. We'll discuss its importance, processes, techniques, and how it aligns with corporate strategy. We'll also delve into case studies, challenges, and pitfalls. So grab your favorite beverage, and let's dive into this exciting and essential topic for product managers. Portfolio management is a strategic approach to managing a company's products offering. It involves identifying, evaluating, prioritizing, and selecting the best product ideas and initiatives that align with the organizational goals and resources. By employing portfolio management, companies can optimize their product mix, allocate resources efficiently, and maximize the return on investment in product innovation. Portfolio management is a crucial aspect of product innovation as it helps companies focus on the right product initiatives and allocate resources effectively. It enables organizations to strike the right balance between risk and reward, ensuring that they invest in innovative products while managing the potential risks. This process also helps companies align their product portfolio with the overall corporate strategy, ensuring that project initiatives support their strategic objectives. Effective portfolio management is vital in product development for several reasons. It helps companies prioritize their product initiatives, ensuring they invest in the most promising ideas and projects. Portfolio management enables organizations to allocate resources efficiently, reducing waste, improving the overall return on investment in product development. It supports the alignment of product portfolio with the corporate strategy, ensuring that initiatives contribute to the organization's strategic goals. And also, portfolio management helps companies balance the risk and rewards, enabling them to invest in innovative products while managing the potential risks and uncertainties. Now, portfolio management process can involve 4 key steps: identification, evaluation, prioritization, and selection. Let's take the first step. The first step in portfolio management is to identify potential product initiatives. This involves gathering ideas from various sources such as internal teams, customers, market research, and companies must cast a wide net to capture as many ideas as possible, ensuring that they have a diverse and robust pool of potential product initiatives to evaluate. Let's take a few examples. Lego. The Lego Ideas platform is an excellent example of a company using crowdsourcing to identify potential product initiatives. Lego fans can submit their own designs, and if a project receives enough votes from the community, Lego considers it for production. The approach allows Lego to generate a diverse and innovative pool of product ideas that resonate with its customer base. The second example is Procter Gamble. P&G's Connect Plus Develop program is an open innovation platform where the company collaborates with its external partners such as investors, researchers, and suppliers to identify potential product initiatives. By tapping into external sources of innovation, P&G ensures that it has access to a wide range of ideas and expertise, which can lead to a more innovative and successful products. The second step is evaluation. Once a potential product initiatives have been identified, they must be evaluated to determine their viability, potential return on investment, and alignment with the organization's strategic objectives. This evaluation may involve assessing each initiative's market potential, technical feasibility, and resource requirement. Let's take a few examples. Google's toothbrush test is a well-known example of a company evaluating potential product initiatives. Google uses this simple evaluation criteria to determine whether a product is worth pursuing or not. Is it something you will use once or twice a day? Does it make your life better? By focusing on products that meet this criteria, Google can ensure that it invests in initiatives that have a high potential for user adoption and satisfaction. Another example in the evaluation stage is by Amazon. Amazon employs a unique evaluation process called the working backwards approach. When considering the new product initiatives, the company first writes a hypothetical press release and frequently asks questions for the potential product, outlining its benefits, target audience, and unique selling proposition. This exercise helps Amazon evaluate whether the product is compelling enough, innovative enough, and aligned with the company's strategic objectives. The third step is prioritization. After evaluating the potential product initiatives, companies must prioritize them based on factors such as potential return on investment, alignment, corporate strategy, and risk profile. This kind of priority process helps organizations identify the most promising product initiatives and allocate resources accordingly. Put a priority on your initiatives. The first example here is General Electric. GE is known for using GE McKinsey Matrix, a 9-box grid to prioritize its product initiatives. The matrix considered two key factors: attractiveness of the market and the strength of the company business unit in that market. By plotting the product initiatives in this kind of matrix, GE can identify which initiatives have the highest potential for success and put the priority of them based on that. The second example we have is Apple. Apple is renowned for its focus on a few high-impact product initiatives. The company do a priority of product initiatives based on their potential to create a differentiated user experience, a drive for customer satisfaction, and align with the company long-term vision. This kind of priority process has helped Apple consistently deliver groundbreaking products such as iPhone, the iPad, and the Apple Watch. The final step is selection. So finally, companies must select the product initiatives that they will pursue based on their priorities. This involves making strategic decisions about what initiatives to invest in and which to deprioritize or eliminate. Once the selection process is complete, companies can begin allocating resources and executing their chosen product initiatives. Let's take a few examples. The first one is Netflix. In its early days, Netflix used a data-driven approach to select which content to produce, which content to acquire. The company analyzed user viewing habits, preferences, and other data points to identify potential content initiatives that would resonate with its audience. With this kind of approach, it has allowed Netflix to make strategic decisions about which content to invest in and helped fuel the company's rapid growth. The second example comes from Tesla. Tesla's selection process for product initiatives is focused on its mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. The company selects product initiatives that align with this mission and have the potential to disrupt the automotive and energy industries, such as electric vehicles, solar panels, and energy storage solutions. This kind of approach has helped Tesla become a leader in clean energy and sustainable transportation. Now we're going to talk more about portfolio management techniques and tools. There are various techniques and tools available to support portfolio management, including scoring models. So scoring models are quantitative methods that align scores to product initiatives based on a predetermined criteria, such as market potential, technical feasibility, strategic alignment. By comparing the scores, companies can prioritize their product initiatives and make a data-driven decisions about which products they're going to pursue. The first example is Google. So Google uses a scoring model to evaluate and put a priority on potential product initiatives, ensuring that they invest in the most promising ideas and projects. The second example, as we have seen, is P&G. P&G employs a scoring model to assess and put a priority on their product initiatives, and this helps them allocate the right resources efficiently and optimize their product portfolio. The second kind of tool is decision trees. So decision trees are graphical representations of potential outcomes and decisions associated with product initiatives. They can help companies evaluate and compare different product ideas, considering factors such as costs, potential returns, and risks. Let's take a few examples. Amazon used decision trees to analyze potential product initiatives, helping them to make informed decisions about which projects to pursue. The second example is Pfizer. So Pfizer also employs decision trees in their portfolio management process, enabling them to evaluate the potential risks and returns on various product initiatives. The third one is the optimization models. So optimization models use mathematical algorithms to determine the optimal allocation of resources across a portfolio of product initiatives. They help companies maximize the return on investment while considering constraints such as budget, resource, and risks. Let's take a few examples. The first one is IBM. So IBM utilize optimization models in their portfolio management process to allocate resources efficiently and maximize the return on investment in product innovation. Same case is used by General Electric, which employs optimization models to balance the product portfolio, ensuring that they invest in a mix of high risk, high reward initiatives and lower risk incremental innovations. Now, since we discussed several topics on the portfolio management, the next step is to try to understand how do you align product portfolio with corporate strategy. Aligning product portfolio with corporate strategy is essential for ensuring that product initiatives support the organization's overall objectives and goals. This kind of alignment can be achieved through several methods. The first one is establishing a clear strategic objectives. Companies must define their strategic objectives and communicate them to product teams, ensuring that the product initiatives are aligned with these objectives. Let's take a few examples. Apple's strategic objective of delivering exceptional user experience is reflected in its product portfolio, which includes the iPhone, the iPad, the Mac computers. The second example is Tesla. Tesla's mission to accelerate the world transition to sustainable energy is evident in its portfolio of products. This includes electric vehicles, solar panels, and energy storage solutions. The second way to align your product portfolio with corporate strategy is to develop a product roadmap. A product roadmap is a visual representation of the organization's product initiatives, timelines, and resource allocation. By developing a clear roadmap, companies can ensure that their product portfolio aligns with their corporate strategy. Few examples here is like Microsoft. Microsoft uses product roadmap to align its product initiatives with its corporate strategy, focusing on areas such as cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and productivity software. Adidas employs a product roadmap to ensure that its product portfolio support its strategic objective of becoming the best sports company in the world. The third point to align your product portfolio with corporate strategy is regularly reviewing and adjusting the product portfolio. It's not a one-time thing, right? You have always to review and adjust. So companies must continuously review and adjust their product portfolio to ensure that it remains aligned with their corporate strategy and also relevant. This may involve deprioritizing or eliminating initiatives that no longer support the organization's strategic goals or adding new ones. Now let's take a few examples here. Nokia regularly reviews and adjusts its product portfolio to ensure alignment with its corporate strategy, focusing on areas such as telecommunication infrastructure and digital health. Another example is 3M. 3M continuously review and adjust its product portfolio, ensuring that it remains focused on its strategic objective of delivering innovative solutions across various industries. Then what's next? The next part is you have to understand that product innovation in itself is risky. There is a risk involved. So how do we balance the risk and reward in product innovation with our portfolio? So balancing the risk and reward in product innovation is crucial for optimizing the product portfolio and maximizing the return on investment companies can achieve with this balance. So let's do a few steps to understand how do we balance that risk and reward. The first thing is investing in a mix of high risk, high reward initiatives and lower risk incremental innovations. This kind of approach helps companies capture the potential rewards of breakthrough innovations while mitigating the risks associated with these initiatives. Let's take a few examples here to understand more. So Google invests in a mix of high risk, high reward projects such as self-driving cars, internet balloons. They have a very high risk, but if it's successful, they have very high reward. And also they invest on low risk incremental innovations such as update to its search engines, updating to its advertising platforms. The second example is Procter & Gamble. So P&G invests in a balanced portfolio of high-risk, high-reward initiatives, such as the development of new product categories, and lower-risk incremental innovations, such as improvement to existing products and packaging. The second way to balance that kind of risk and reward in product innovation is to implement a stage gate process. So what's a stage gate process? A stage gate process involves evaluating and prioritizing the product initiatives at various stages of development, helping companies manage risks, allocate resources efficiently, And this process allows the organization to identify and address potential issues early on, minimizing the risks associated with the product innovation. Let's take a few examples here. Lego uses a stage gate process to manage the risks and reward associated with its product initiatives, ensuring that only the most promising ideas and projects are pursued and continued. The second example comes from Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson employs a stage gate process to assess the risk and potential rewards of its product initiatives. This enabled them to make informed decisions early on about which products to invest in and which projects will carry that. One of the key topics in portfolio management is resource allocation and capacity planning. You don't have infinite amount of resources, which means with the proper planning, you have to balance your resources with your current portfolio mix. So effective resource allocation and capacity planning are crucial for ensuring that companies can successfully execute their product initiatives. Here are some strategies for optimizing resource allocation and capacity planning in portfolio management. The first one is put a priority on initiatives based on their strategic alignment, potential returns, and risks. By putting a priority on product initiatives based on these kind of factors, the company can allocate the resources efficiently, ensure that they are investing in the most promising projects. One example here is Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola prioritizes its product initiatives based on factors such as strategic alignment, potential market share gains, and risks, helping them to allocate resources efficiently and optimize their product portfolio. The second example here is Intel. Intel allocates resources to product initiatives based on their strategic alignment, potential returns, and risks, ensuring that they invest also in the most promising projects and maximize the return on investment or ROI. The second way to optimize your resource allocation is by utilizing resource management software. Resource management software can help companies track and allocate resources more effectively, ensuring that they have the capacity to execute this kind of product initiatives. One example that we can take here is Ford. So Ford uses resource management software to optimize its resource allocation and capacity planning, help them execute the product initiatives more effectively. So you don't have under-resource in one project or on product initiatives and over-resource in another. Pfizer here is also another example. They employ resource management software to allocate resources effectively across their product portfolio, ensure that they have the capacity to develop and launch new products. A very important point here is that when you are doing all these strategies, you have to understand that doing product portfolio management is a continuous process, which means you have to keep monitoring and adjusting your product portfolio. So regular monitoring and adjusting is crucial to ensure that companies can respond to changing market conditions and dynamics, capitalize on new opportunities, maintain alignment with their corporate strategy, and to do that, here are some strategies for monitoring and adjusting the product portfolio. The first thing is that you have to conduct regular portfolio reviews. Regular portfolio reviews can help companies assess the performance of their product initiatives, identify potential issues, adjust their portfolio as needed. One example here is IBM. So IBM conducts regular portfolio reviews to assess the performance of their product initiatives, allowing them to identify potential issues and adjust their portfolio as needed and see where the sweet spot is. The second example here is Unilever. So Unilever also performs a regular portfolio review to ensure that the product initiatives are on track, align with the corporate strategy, and enabling them to make adjustment as needed. The second kind of strategy here to use is utilizing performance metrics and KPIs. By tracking performance metrics and KPIs, companies can monitor the performance of their product initiatives and make a data-driven decision about adjustment to their portfolio. Few examples here is like Amazon. So Amazon tracks the performance metrics and KPIs such as customer satisfaction, sales, to monitor the performance of its product initiatives and make informed decision and adjustment to its portfolio. The second example we have here is Nestle. Nestle utilizes performance metrics and KPIs to assess the performance of its product initiatives, allowing them also to make a data-driven decision about the adjustment in their portfolio. Our last point in the podcast today is case studies on successful implementation in portfolio management in product innovation. The first example we have is Apple. So Apple's successful implementation of portfolio management has allowed them to maintain a focused and a well-balanced product portfolio that supports their product corporate strategy. By regularly reviewing and adjusting their portfolio, Apple has been able to consistently deliver groundbreaking products such as iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, which have disrupted their respective industries and delighted customers around the globe. The second case study is P&G. So P&G's effective use of portfolio management has helped them maintain a balanced product portfolio that supports their overall corporate strategy. Through rigorous prioritization, resource allocation, and capacity planning, P&G has been able to develop and launch successful products across multiple categories such as Tide, laundry detergent, Pampers diapers, and Gillette razors. There are a few challenges and pitfalls in portfolio management. So while portfolio management offers numerous benefits, companies must be very much aware of the challenges and pitfalls associated with implementing it. And here are some challenges and pitfalls that you need to be aware of as a product manager. Inadequate prioritization. So failing to put a priority for your product initiatives effectively can result in an unbalanced portfolio, with resources being allocated to low impact projects instead of high potential ones. One example is Kodak. So Kodak's inadequate prioritization of digital photography has led to the decline in market share, eventually bankruptcy, as the company failed to capitalize on the growth of digital cameras. The second example here is Nokia's lack of prioritization as well of smartphone initiatives, which have resulted in them losing market share to companies such as Apple, Samsung, and ultimately leading to a decline to their mobile phone business. The second kind of pitfall is resistance to change. So implementing portfolio management approach often requires changes in organizational processes and culture. Resistance to change can hinder the success of portfolio management initiatives. One example is Blockbuster's resistance to change and failure to adapt to their product portfolio to the rise of digital streaming, like Netflix, which ultimately led to their downfall. The second example here is Sears' inability to embrace change and adapt their product portfolio to the rapidly evolving retail landscape, which contributed to their eventual bankruptcy. The third pitfall we have here is inadequate data and analytics. So insufficient data and analytics can make it very difficult for companies to make informed decisions about their product portfolio. One example here is Yahoo lacks of data-driven decision making, which contributed to a series of poor product and acquisition decisions, ultimately leading to a decline in market share and relevance. The second example here is BlackBerry. So BlackBerry's inability to effectively analyze market trends, consumer preference, resulted in a decline in market share as they failed to recognize that the growing demand for touchscreen smartphones. So in conclusion, portfolio management is an essential aspect of product innovation, helping companies identify, evaluate, and put priorities and select the most promising product initiatives. By aligning their product portfolio with the corporate strategy, balancing risk and reward, effectively allocating resources and capacity, companies can optimize their product development process and maximize the chances of success. By learning from successful case studies and being aware of potential challenges and pitfalls, product managers can implement portfolio management best practices and drive innovation and growth within their organization. Thank you very much for joining us today on the Product Innovation Podcast, and be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss future episodes. And we'll see you next time. Have a good day. Hi everyone. If you like the episode and would like to follow up on the next episodes, please subscribe on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, or Spotify, or in any other application you're following up the podcast on. And if you like the episode, please share it. This was Saif Abdul Ghani, Product Innovation Expert, Podcaster, and PDMA Egypt Chapter Leader.